Hi, I'm James and I'm going to be discussing the IELTS writing exam. This is often one of the most difficult areas for students, but it's also the area in which you can improve the most by changing your technique. The first mistake that students often make is when, say, describing a graph, as we do in Task 1, they think of a long, complicated sentence in their first language and then simply change each word. Now, this translation method is a disaster and it will result in sentences the examiner can't read and will cause you to fail. But that's where the bad news ends. You can actually achieve a respectable IELTS writing score of 6.5 by using simple sentences and the structure subject, verb, object. As long as you express all your ideas using this formula, then it's quite easy to get a 6. And if you include a variety of vocabulary and you basically describe what's on the graph, then you can get 6.5. So, when looking at Task 1, I can show you a simple method for writing the introduction. Then, if it's, say, the line graph you're doing, we'll also look at a simple technique for describing any line graph. For instance, if you have a line graph, it will often have 3 lines on it. The key thing is to describe the beginning and the end. Do not concern yourself with the middle. Do not worry about fluctuations or peaks. Unless you need to get 9. Very few students actually need to get 9. If you just need your 6 or 6.5 to get into a university to do a master's degree, or you just need a 4.5 or a 5 to get your visa, then it's enough to talk in terms of increase and decrease. For instance, if there is a line graph measuring sales of cars, you could say sales of cars increased dramatically or significantly if the difference is large, or if the difference is small, increased slightly. Then in your second sentence, you will use evidence from the graph to support your general statement about increase or decrease, starting with the fixed expression, for instance or for example. Then you start at the beginning of the graph in 1980, car sales were 4,000, but by 1990 they had increased to 8,000, full stop. Trend described, and do a similar paragraph for each of the other lines. Now, these methods are simple, they are easy to use, they work under pressure. And if you book a session with me, I will be happy to explain them to you in more detail. Thanks for listening.